What's up, good people? Welcome back to my channel. This is Isaac Insights. Yes, thank you so much for your continuous support. Kindly, if you have not subscribed, kindly consider subscribing. Yes, today is early morning here, and I'm going to the next step. I feel like if I delay, my day may be that busy that I may not manage to shoot any video. So I have decided to do this as early as now. It's 8 a.m. in the morning, and we thank God for that. So guys, today I want to talk about the process of plastering a house. I know last time I was trying to give the breakdown of how you can make your plaster to be cheap. However, today, now after you have your skeleton, your windows are fitted, now we are going to the next step, what you need to do. And watch along this video. I'll be advising you on what you are supposed to prepare with when you come to this step. Please take note. You are not supposed to skip any of the following. If you do, your house will not be in that good shape. And that's why I feel, though it's basic, but I need to inform someone who may not be aware. We understand, we always encounter different people in our lives. You can encounter certain fundi who will advise you that, oh, we can just do plaster, these ones can come later. My friend, my sister, my brother, that one will be lying to you. That's why I felt like even if they are basics, you need to know that they need to be in your house. I need also to talk about them, because this generally the entire process of building your house. Now, the first thing, after you have the skeleton, before you start your plaster, ensure you do piping. You need to do piping, that is for electricity. Piping is always cheap. It costs around 20 to 30,000. That's plus labor, between 20 to 30,000. Including buying materials for piping alone, because piping does not need a lot of things. So it costs between 20 to 30,000 for a 3-bedroom. We are talking about 3-bedroom. And also, you know, I always say this, you need to build a house that you will be proud of in the next 20 years. So don't just do shoddy work saying, oh, in our area there is no electricity. You don't know what may happen next. We have free electricity from government. It may be supplied in your area anytime. So you need to do this. When you are building, you need to put that in your head. Ensure that you do piping. The other things can come later, but piping, do it on the first. The second thing, ensure you do plumbing. Plumbing, installing water points and everything, because during it needs to cover those pipes. So ensure you do plumbing also. Your plumber needs to come and install pipes where necessary, where you feel you will need water, that is sink, bathrooms, and each part. So after piping, that is piping and plumbing, you also need to install the frames of internal doors. And if your frame will not be the one with an allowance on top, my friend, they built you that's a kennel. They built a kennel for you. You need to ensure that your frame looks like this one here. Not that this one is perfect, but it has that allowance. That confirms that the height of your house is on top. So ensure that also. But that one, you always tell your mansion at early stages that you want your frames to be to have that allowance there. Then after that, ensure you install those frames. By the way, I know we have fundis who will tell you, oh, plaster frames can come in later, because I understand. Maybe you don't know this. When it comes to internal doors, frames are very expensive, very, very expensive than even the doors themselves. Because, for example, flash door, you can get it at 3500, I think. Yes, I think 3500. But for a frame, door frame, it can come up to 6000. That's if you, because those frames, you need strong trees like mahogany. So if you get a mahogany, and also let me tell you this, don't go for 4x2, because we have founders who will tell you, oh, considering your pocket, go with 4x2. No, that one will not be good advice at all. Please go with 6x2. Yes, 6x2. Yes, go with 6x2. 6x2 is good for your wall, and it's perfect, and it fits perfectly. When you look at it, you if you are in a spacious house in the city, just look at those frames. Those are the frames that you need to use for your house. So I understand they are expensive. It's not a joke, by the way. Frames alone can cost you, for example, you have 6 doors, because if you have 3 bedroom, it means 1 bedroom to the kitchen, 1 bedroom to your bedroom, 1 bedroom to your master toilet. The other 2 bedroom, they have their doors. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 6 plus the one for the other toilet also, because most of the 3 bedroom, they always the other bedrooms always share a toilet. And also, if you decide that you need toilet to be separate with that one, it means you will be having around 11 flash doors. Now, if the price of 6x2 will be 6000, it means 6000 times 7. 6 times 7 is 42. So that's 42,000. You know, that's not little money. I know it's a lot of money, specifically when you have been building and you have that post-building depression. And no, that one will be made building depression, because you are going into finishing. And finishing is always not easy. And some of the things that make building not easy are these frames, piping, plumbing. Those things are not that cheap, because if you calculate the cost of the three that I've talked about. Now, you have not installed the flash doors, by the way. These are just frames, and plumbing and piping. It will cost you around 100,000. You have not started your plaster, but ensure you put them before you start your plaster. Also, another thing I need to insist, that you need to ensure that you get a beautiful frames. There are some flowers that are always installed there. So don't go for just anything, because remember what you are doing now. You are building a 3 bedroom, and after building that house, if all goes well, you need to stay there for over 20 years, so that even if you think about building in future, because I told you, what we are doing today, it's just a journey. This is just a step we are on. We are going for more bigger steps. So maybe in 20 years, you will be thinking about building a mansion, a 5 bedroom, a 20 bedroom house. But now you build 20 bedroom house for what? Utakufanyia nini 20 bedroom? Unataka kufanyia nini 20 bedroom na uko na watoto wawili na venye mnapanga uzazi? In fact, msipange uzazi. Zaa watoto kama 12. And also another thing, for those of us, maybe I can also use this opportunity to address something. You know, most people always think that us lawyers, our customs are making us look stupid. But it's not stupid. It's not stupidity. Does it make sense that I'm 30 years old and I'm still living at my parents' house? It doesn't make sense. For us lawyers, when your child hit 14 years, kindly plan on how you can build them a lion. A lion, a lion is good. Maybe you don't know your son. If your son is at 14, 15, 16, start planning on how you can build them a lion. Their lion, when you build this lion, it was kidding. But it's not, it doesn't make sense that my son at 20 years, he will be sleeping in my house. In fact, 20 is a lot of, 20, not 14 years. I need to have built him a house outside so that he can also enjoy that freedom. When his friends comes in, they can come and enjoy with him there, rest there, come up with ideas, because that is the time some of us were looking at life differently. And at 14 years, that's a stage you are growing and you are an adolescent, so you need to be separate from your parents. So those parents who it's not bad, yes, but for us, for those people who comes from this region, we know that by the time your son turns 18 years, they are free. They are free to, they have their own house outside. And also another reason why us, for those who comes from this region, I'm sorry if I'm touching someone where you don't like, but for those who comes from this region, we believe that also parents need their privacy. Parents need their privacy. That's why hakuna haja ujenge nyumba bedroom 20. Kwani nani atakuwa nalala hapo? Watoto wako wakishakuwa wakubwa wataenda wajengewe nje. And in fact, wakimaliza kusoma inafaa waende watafute, mtu apate bibi aoe. Ataoa, atakuja kwa hiyo 20 bedroom yako. So just build a 3 bedroom house or 4 bedroom house. I'm sorry, I may be more of how do you call those people, the Mackenzie people? I'm sorry, I may be that kind of person when it comes to our custom, but not really. I always just look at sense on why some things are always suggested. And I can share about those senses, by the way, because I know them. You ask me anything about Luya custom, I will answer you. So the reason why we always suggest that when your son turns 14, you build them a house outside is this: you give them privacy. Even when it comes to studying, it is easier. Not that we are watching a TV here, we are watching, what's the current program? I think is it Zora or something like Zora or something. So you don't need a lot of bedrooms. So I was on that step of frames. Is it Zora? Not sure, because is it Zora? Not sure. Please forgive me. I rarely watch those things. Yes, they are good. People like them. But now I was saying, if your child is at 14, maybe is in Form 1, they need also privacy. When you have a lot of rooms, however much you will pretend, oh, si atakuwa bedroom yake akisoma. My dear sister, because I know these are mothers who always think so. Atakuwa nasikia hiyo Zora ikiongea hapo, anataka kukuja kusikiliza. So they also need their privacy at that stage. And if they are women also, women, we can accommodate them. However, we also need our privacy as parents. So mnaelewa hiyo maneno. But you build a 3 bedroom where when guests come, they have their room. When your daughters come, they have their room. and that is it. But also ensure a home for your home. For example, where I am, this is not yet a home, by the way, because a home cannot have a one one room, and you got one building, and you are calling it a home. No, you need at least two houses, 3 houses in your home for a place to be called a home. So after installing the frames, now plaster can come in. Yes, you have done piping, plumbing, plaster can then come in. Ensure your plaster is uniform, and that's why we encourage you can use one fundi or two to ensure your plaster is uniform. Not that when painting will come, they start complaining, oh, this wall, this and that wall. Now, another crucial stage that I need to tell you is this, and I believe this is the best idea or best advice that I have ever given. When it comes to screeding, because remember, plaster is on wall, then screeding is preparing your house for tiles. Ensure you get a fundi who will do the tiling to help you on screeding, because if you happen to get your plaster guy, because they always say that they can do it, if you happen to get your plaster guy asking you to do the screeding, my dear sister or my dear brother, just run. You know why? That ground will not be leveled, and when the tiling guy come, it means that they will need to do to repeat screeding, and there will be a lot of waste. You will hear them saying, oh, hii maji haiflow vizuri, so we need to do this. Now you fundi wa screeding alifanya nini? So let them do that screeding by themselves, so that when that times come for tiling, you are ready with your tiles, they don't have any option of complaining. Suppose they complain, you tell them you are the people who did this work, so you are not supposed to blame anyone. Now, if you do this, you will save on cement when it comes to tiling, because tiling requires cement, and also we have an adhesive cement, I think, something like that. They always mix. So ensure that the fundi who will do the tiling is the one who performs screeding. Are you there? That way you will save cement when it comes to tiling. Yes. So after your plaster, I don't know if there is anything but there is nothing, because the plaster need to ensure that your house is now ready for painting. After a plaster, your house will now be ready for painting, for paint. That's when paint comes in, and also paint is always expensive. I will talk about paint, by the way. Paint and tiles comes at the same time, because the first coat, then tiles, then you paint your house. So thank you so much for watching this. May God bless you. I will also try, if I get time during daytime, to do at least a video. And as I always say, may God bless you. Kindly continue subscribing. Subscription is the only way. And also, by the way, if you are in Western Kenya and you are selling land, you can reach out, because I've had, and we have a lawyer, by the way. We have a lawyer who will take over that. That one will not be my role. I have a lawyer who deals with land, and he will be taking over. So if you feel that you will come and ask me, oh, I have a shamba, I want to sell, once you call me, I will direct you to my lawyer, right? Also, I feel maybe I should say about this, I'm thinking of introducing some fees when it comes to consultation, because You can imagine sometimes I'm always busy during daytime attending to people, and at the end of the day, I've wasted like 6 hours talking to people, and mwisho wa siku hata hiyo kazi walikuwa nauliza upewi ama ani auambiwi. Haya, sasa kazi ndio hii, na mimi ni organize mafundi wangu. So I'm also thinking, if you call me and you need to consult something, I will be introducing little consultation fee, so that we can get money to buy a camera. However, if you can donate a camera, mimi ni nani, siwezi kata. Thank you so much. May God bless you. Asanteni sana.